Jantheman Podcasts are back, guys. And I'm here with TJO, other known as Thomas. And what's up, man? How you been?
I've been great, dude. I've been hella busy. Trying to sleep as much as possible, trying to keep up with the life, running about 1,000,000 miles per hour. And yeah, dude, it is what it is.
So, tell us what you do, man. I know what you do, but the people that are going to watch this don't know.
Okay, so pretty much what I do is I'm a videographer, photographer, producer, engineer, artist, creative in general, content creator. Yeah, so pretty much what I do, I make music, make beats, mix, master, engineer, work with famous artists, work with myself. I'm an artist myself, so I make a lot of my own shit. Do a lot of photography, a ton of videography here in Texas, as well as Miami, Atlanta, just to name a few. You know, little by little, we're expanding, the fan base and just the client base. So that's pretty cool. Working in different states, eventually different countries. So, yeah, just a little background on myself.
That's fire, bro. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna see if you remember those days.
Yeah, I do remember that for sure. For sure.
We met when I was in high school, bro. I was a senior.
That was probably 2017.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
It was like three and a half years ago.
That was 2017.
Yeah, for sure. I know because I know exactly what I was working on at the moment. So that's how I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, that means it was early 2017 too. That means I was a junior in high school, bro, when we shot. That was freaking crazy.
Yeah, we did do that little photo shoot, huh? I remember that shit. Hey, and the pictures came out fly. So, hey, props to you, bro. For real.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. We both come so far since 2017.
Life is wild, man. I think what's crazy, bro, is staying true to yourself. I think that's what's crazy. You know what I mean? Staying true to your past, staying true to your passion, what drives you. That's super important. And I think once you can get that locked in, once you can get that locked in, bro. Yeah, I think once you can get that locked in, you'll forever never prosper. I think that's what's hard for people, staying true to themselves.
For sure, man. Yeah, I know in high school a lot of people wanted to do photography. They wanted to be photographers that had a little camera or whatever, and they'll be charging people. But right now, you ask half of those people what they do, and they're not even as passionate in photography as I am, man. I've been doing it.
Well, you gotta realize a lot of these people are doing it for money. They're not actually passionate, right? And that's the industry, bro. Is that you're gonna always have those people that aren't, really about it, and they don't really do it, and it's just out of, convenience, or it's out of popularity, or it's out of trying to make money. And I mean, that's cool and all, but you're always and forever gonna realize, who's really passionate about it, because you can see it, you can feel it, you see it in their work. They just move different. Passion is something that I feel like not a lot of people have. Can we have it? Can we gain it? Of course. But there's people that are naturally passionate towards certain things in their life, and it naturally comes off as whatever it is. So yeah. Yes.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
You're obviously still doing music, and now you're doing a whole bunch of other stuff, and that's
yeah, man. Fucking 12 years, bro.
Damn. So that's your studio, the hat you're wearing?
Yes, this is my studio right here, Infinite Studios. Nice. Fucking hottest production studio in Laredo, Texas, man. We pretty much got the best equipment that money can buy. And a lot of this equipment was inspired from working out of town, man. Just working in Houston, Atlanta, Miami, Austin. Just some of the studios, a lot of the recognizable studios that I work in, LA as well. The equipment that I got from there was just pretty much what the pros are using. So it's pretty cool. I brought that down to Laredo, Texas, and I'm charging a quarter of the price that you would be having to pay as if you were up there. So that's pretty cool. Doing about, I can say, 90% of the hip hop as well as the other music coming out of Laredo, Texas. So that's pretty badass. All the artists that coming out of Laredo, Texas, or have come out of Laredo, Texas, have run through the studio. So it's badass, man. It's just it's cool to see the people grow. You know what I mean? I'll have kids that'll walk in, not knowing absolutely anything, and then by the time they walk out, a couple years later, they're on some shit. So it's badass to just see the growth and you know, to be able to be that beacon of success for people, or just, you know, someone that's like trusted. It's cool, man.
Yeah. So you got the Infinite Studios, then you got Infinite Productions. Is that your video and photography stuff?
So I have Infinite Studios, so that's the professional recording studio, and
Yep.
then I have Infinite Supply, which is the multimedia company.
Okay, yeah. And
Yes.
how's that going, bro? Like what's like the biggest deal you got so far, or like?
I just sealed a huge contract with a roofing company. They do fucking all import-export warehouses. They just did a huge gas station, I think on mile marker 20. I don't even remember. But yeah, dude, they do a lot of big work. So as far as like multimedia, we're pretty much handling their websites, all their media content. Yeah, so I just sealed that big contract. So that's pretty badass, man. You know, handling their website, handling all their multimedia production, photography, you know, short commercials, promos, just so I can showcase a lot of the big work that they're doing. You know, so forever, you know, forever, they can always, how can I say it? They can be able to represent themselves properly whenever a new client walks in, you know, and they're asking, hey, what have you done? Or they can just, you know, go ahead and go to the files or go to the computer or their website and just showcase the work that they have. So yeah, I'm pretty much a bird's eye view for them. You know, I'm able to just capture the stuff behind the scenes and then bring it to light.
Yeah. And I mean, as a photographer myself, I'm interested to see like what kind of gears you got, man. Like I saw you got like the whole like gimbal and like whole like stabilizer and stuff. I'm like, dang, bro.
Dude, it's super necessary. Yeah, I got a couple G Master lenses for sure. Those are my go-tos. I think is one of them's like a 24 to 105, and then I got the 70 to 200.
Yeah.
So those are great lenses. Definitely my go-tos. I have two different cameras that I use, both Sony. I think one's a 6500, the other one's A7 III. To be honest, bro, I'm fucking. So I mean, I shouldn't be saying this, but I have a meeting with like a label and shit here in 3 weeks. I'm supposed to be in Miami. So long story short, a lot of these labels, they use, you know, they require bigger, you know, more expensive, more professional cameras whenever they're doing their production. So I'm probably gonna be spending a nice fucking paycheck on a Ari. I don't know if you ever heard of the Aris, but that's just the next level camera, man. That's So you know, the red cameras are cool, but the Aris are just more for cinematic stuff. A lot of the stuff that we're doing is cinematic, more movie like. So that's, you know, that's something that interests us. So, you know, definitely going to spend something on that. It's great investment. And for a lot of the work that we're doing and for a lot of the work that I want to be doing for bigger companies, that's something that would be required.
Like, tell us how tell us like how you got to like all this, like how'd you start everything? Like how'd you get into music, and then how'd you get into like your studio and your, just like your productions?
So as far as music goes, I've been doing this for 12 years, man. My family, my grandfather was always making music. He was in a band, or like a quartet called the Quarter Notes, right? And long story short, he traveled around the world and just did shows. And I mean, fortunately, he like blew up, dude. Like he actually had he was like on tour for, I think it was like 2 years straight. And actually just, you know, attracted towards it. I always wanted to play guitar and just kind of be around it. And it just kind of carried from there. As far as like hip hop and just getting into that, it started when I was racing motocross. I used to race dirt bikes. I wasn't a professional, but I was training to get my pro license. And I met a kid named Corey Bard. And he's the one that introduced me into like freestyling and just kind of fucking around with like rap and just like production and stuff like that. So that started about, I think I was like 13. Yeah, 13. I was like 13 or 14 when I started fucking around with it. Eventually, you know, I got my own stuff. It's funny, I didn't have enough money to fucking afford any computers or anything like that. So my sister, I think for Christmas, she had gotten a laptop. And I used to steal it every single night. I swear to God, I would steal it every single night, and I had bought a $60 fucking mic from, I think it was Walmart or Best Buy, if I'm not mistaken. And I would go to the garage every night, dude, and I would just fuck around and just make shit. But yeah, I mean, little by little, my passion grew, and like I said, I've always had a love for it. I never did it. I feel like a lot of people do this for the wrong reasons, but I never did it to be cool. You know, I never did it to make money. I never did it to, stand out or anything like that. For me, it was just always therapeutic. It was therapy for me. It was a place where I could, isolate myself and feel like I'm with someone or something that felt like a part of myself. So that was music, man. Like music it was my wife. It was what I was married to. And, I've kept that promise and I'm still to this day in love with it. So yeah, dude, little by little, like I said, I just, built myself. I'm super passionate about it. So I'm always trying to figure out how to get better at it, how to approach it different, how to progress, obviously get cleaner productions, cleaner mixes, as an artist, get better melodies, stuff that's more sticky to the brain, just so that people are able to ride with it a lot more. And then, yeah, like I said, just everything just kind of grew up on me. And then people around me started to recognize the work, and then they wanted their stuff to sound like mine. So it started off with one person saying, hey, can you do my stuff? I did it, and he really liked it. And then, his friend asked him, hey, who did your stuff? He did it. And then, his friend, and eventually word of mouth just got out, and now I have over 150 clients. So that's pretty cool. Keeps me super, super busy. And then, I'm always sharpening up my skills with, new clients and new artists walking into the studio. Keeps me on my toes. But yeah, dude, 12 years later and I'm sitting here. Am I in the best place of my life? Yes. But am I where I want to be? Absolutely not. And I think that's what keeps successful people always pushing, is that they know their vision and they see what their potential is. And so they're always, striving for more and more and more. And that could be a double-edged sword. But at the same time, bro, it's a blessing. And this is why, is that it could hurt you because you're never satisfied. So eventually you lose things that are actually really important to you, all because you think there's better. And there is better, but better isn't necessarily better. But at the same time, it allows you to become the best version of yourself, and it keeps you moving. And you know what I'm saying? You're always trying to achieve quality in all that you do.
I was going to say, like, bro, like those, like, just like that kind of wisdom and words, like, you've been saying stuff like that ever since I met you. Like, ever since I was like, what? I was probably 2017. I was like 16, 17 years old when I met you, bro. I'm 20 right now, and you've always been like this motivated. Like, that's why I chose you to come on here, bro, because you be saying these like powerful speeches. Like, I know it's like from the top of your head too. Like, it's not something you just have pre-written. Like, you're like super passionate about what you do, and you're like super motivated, and I freaking love that about you, bro. Like, I remember you told me.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, I wrote a book, and you have like a whole book and stuff. I remember that.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm an author of 3 books. So yeah, I don't know, man. I speak from heart. Like, it is what it is. It's my experience. It's just my perspective on life. And if it fits you, and I'm not just saying you, but just person in general, if it fits you, run with it, man. Like, everything I do, bro, I do it out of my heart. I do it out of my intuition. I do it out of love. So that's just always been my thing. If I speak wisdom to a person and it's able to elevate them, hey, kudos. Like, that's what I'm here for, bro. I'm here to be an example of what people can become. And I say that in the most humble way, is that if I can do it, you can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it that we're from the same city and you're not doing it? Like, what's your excuse? You know what I mean? Like, if you really want it, whoever, it's not about who's the most talented, but it's about the one that's willing to work the hardest. It's the one that really wants it. The one that really wants it is the one that always gets it. You know what I mean? And that's what it comes down to, bro. And I feel like there's a lot of talented people, not only in my city, but just people in general, or places in general. And what happens is that they get lazy, or they get caught up in distractions, or they get caught up with guys or girls. They waste their youth, they waste their time. And eventually what happens is they end up, they're 30, 40, 50 years old with the wrong person, living the wrong life because they made the wrong choices off of pleasure or out of fear. So that's just one thing I've always, I live by that. It's like, I'm not here for people's opinions. I'm not here to satisfy anybody. I'm here to live my life, and I'm here to stay true to God and to myself. And through all that, bro, it comes off as is. And so if that threatens you, maybe there's something that you need to figure out through yourself that, that's causing that threat, because maybe there's a part of you that wants to live life like that, and you're not, because you're scared to be yourself. You know what I mean? Like, whenever you have a problem with somebody else, it's because you actually have a problem with yourself. So before pointing the finger, why don't you look inside and figure out what's harming yourself, right? Why are you harming yourself? What's causing it? Yeah.
Yeah. Man, you hit the nail on the head on that, bro. The last question was going to be like, can you give some advice to the audience? But That was perfect, man. Like I didn't even have to ask you to give advice. You automatically just give it. And that's like something that we like more people need to be like I feel like especially during these hard times, like a lot of people are just thinking negative and like not really pushing each other. And you just like spark like a whole new motivation in me. Like I get motivated easily, and but like you just like bruh, like
Oh,
it
yeah.
takes a little bit. It takes me like watching something to get motivated, and you always have it all the time. So I think that's really cool about you, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell
Like
yeah, dude. I stay motivated. I don't know, man. Like for me, every day is a fucking blessing, bro. Like I always tell myself, like I could die tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like I could die tomorrow. You could die tomorrow. We could die tomorrow. So that should be enough fucking energy, enough truth to make you move and live every single day like as if it's your last. Honestly, though, I do feel like I have some advice for the people, whoever's watching this, whoever gets to view
yeah,
this. Stay true to yourself, follow your heart, and do what you love. At the end of the day, even if it's not paying the bills, figure out how you can make money doing what you love. And if you can do that for the rest of your life, you'll be happy, because every day and every place you go to will become a playground to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously I'm talking about my field. I'm a creative, so everything for me is just like, it's just fun. It's art. It's creating.
yeah,
It's imagination. That's my field. But you know, you can be a fucking farmer. You can be an astronaut. You can be a race car driver. Whatever it may be. It may not make you money in the beginning, and that's okay. Figure out how to make money on the side so that you can survive. But eventually, little by little, transition that to your passion. And I promise you, you'll never go a day in your life unhappy. I swear to God,
yeah,
you'll always be happy. And that's literally, that's the proof, man. That's the formula. It's just figuring out how to do what you love and make money off of it.
yeah, bro. I know there's a quote that says, when you work in something that like makes you happy, you don't have to work a day in your life or something like that. Like when you
Yeah, you're not working.
yeah, so like yeah, bro. That's pretty dope advice. And I'll just
Real
conclude
shit.
it, man. Yeah, thank you for your time, bro. Thank you for agreeing to do this, and I really appreciate it, man.
Hey, thank you for choosing me, bro. And like I said, that's what I'm here for, bro. Is I'm just here to help people. At the end of the day, man, like there's a purpose that's bigger than myself, and I live by that. It's not about me. It's about what I could do for the people, what I could do for the world, and what I could leave as is. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
whatever I leave the world with, that was my contribution. So I think it's very wrong of me to neglect not only interviews but just helping people in general, because that's your purpose. Like that's why you were born. You were born to help the world and help the people. If you think you were there to build yourself up and do you, like you got the wrong outlook on life. It's not about you. It's about them. It's about what you could do for the world. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And once you recognize that, man, and whoever's watching this, once you recognize that, like you understood that you're not living for yourself, you're living for the people around you, you're living for the world, and you're living to help people, your whole way of moving and your whole way of just interacting with the world is going to change. And it'll make you a better person. It'll make you a more humble person. And like I said, I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how rich you are, how successful you are. You're always going to keep your fucking feet on the ground with that outlook on life.
yeah, bro. Thanks, man.
Real
Yeah.
shit.
And
For
can
sure.
you,
Hey, anything you need, bro. I'm one phone call away.
all right, thanks. Yeah, for sure, bro. Like I literally hit you up last night and you responded immediately. And I was like, dang, he's probably too busy. But no, even though you're busy, you responded. But anyway, can you leave your like social media? Like what, like where can they follow you on?
Yeah, so Instagram for sure. Always posting on there at official TJO. Instagram at official TJO. If you want to see my company, my multimedia company, it's going to be infinite_supply. So again, infinite_supply. That's my multimedia company. You'll find everything else there. You can find me on YouTube. You want to hear my music, put TJO. So all you got to do is put TJO. I'll pop up. And yeah, I'm pretty much everywhere. So just run that and you'll find me. And much love.
Dope.